Hi everyone! Good evening everybody. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits and I am here live to open up one of KnitPicks' new subscription boxes. They sent me one of their skill builder packages, and I guess all my text will be backwards because I'm on the front facing camera. But this is one of their skill builder subscription boxes. And I think the purpose of this subscription service is if you're a confident beginner, you can get the tools and patterns and yarn that you need to play around with new techniques. And yeah, it's sort of like a complete kit with everything you need in it. And I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to see what is inside. I own a lot of KnitPicks tools. And as you know, I also use a lot of their yarn. I have been a KnitPicks affiliate since October 2017, but I have been using their yarns for my knitting projects, designs, and dyeing videos for almost a decade now. My first 100% wool dyeing projects were all done with KnitPicks yarns. So it's a brand that I truly support, and not just because of the affiliate relationship. And I am so excited that they sent this to me. So that way I can share it with all of you and we can see what's inside and yeah, take a little look about the Skill Builder box. Now there are two other subscriptions that they just released very recently. There's a sock yarn kit, and there's also a fan favorites kit or subscription box. And I think that all of them come with yarn, tools, the needles, maybe some tools and patterns. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to see, and then maybe we can extrapolate what some of the other ones will be like. But I'm really excited. And these boxes start, oh goodness, they start at $48 a month with free shipping within the US. I'm assuming that means that there might be some international shipping options, but I don't know for sure and I wasn't able to check. But I do know that KnitPicks ships to Canada, the UK, and Australia. So I would imagine that there might be options available for this. So you can also prepay for 3 months at any given time, and you save some money if you pay for 3 months at a time. But anyway, before I open this up, let's take a look at the box. Clearly, it is delightfully printed with these hanks and skeins and balls of yarn, sort of like a wrapping paper almost. But then there's a few other cute little details on the box. On the bottom of the box, which is backwards, it says, if you can read this, the box is upside down. And I don't know, I just think that's cute. There's Make More for Less, knitpicks.com. And then on this side, okay, there's a little joke right here, but it'll be backwards. What do you call it when alpacas sing? Alpacapella. Okay, I thought that was funny. Okay. I get tickled by a joke. And then on the other side, there's just a little information. We're crafters too. Our customer service team members are real crafters who are as choosy as you are when it comes to your craft. Have a question? Don't be shy. We love to help crafters do what they do best, create. And then it has the customer service information on the box. So it would be really easy to call and ask questions. And, this is the first time I'm opening this kit. I don't have any information that's outside of what's available on the website. So we will all be learning about this together. But if you have any questions, let me know and I can reach out to the customer service, or you can reach out to customer service directly to learn more. All right, let's open this guy up. And need to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. All right. Okay, let's open this up. I'm not even looking in. Ooh! All right, I think I see, here's the first look inside the box. And I think that that's giving me a little hint of what skill we might be working on, which actually might be useful for me. All right. Ooh. Okay. So I pulled out a little baggie. It looks like there's a project bag, and I haven't gone inside the baggie more, but there's also some yarn. And what I see here are 2 skeins of stroll tweed and 2 skeins of stroll fingering in navy. Here, let me pull that out. Well, I'm like, I want to go through the rest, but, oh, this is a navy. Okay. The light is really bright on me right now. So there's 2 skeins. So this is 200 grams of yarn, 2 skeins of this North Pole heather, which is sort of a robin's egg blue, and the nups are beige, tan, and honestly, I think it might be black, but I can't tell if it's a black or a navy right now for the neps. And then this is just a solid navy. So right off the bat, we have 200 grams of yarn. And okay, I'm gonna set that there. And let's see what else is in this little baggie. All right, there is there's something in here. Oh, it's the tag. Okay, so we've got a little project bag that says Department of Toasty Toes, pull your socks up. And so therefore I imagine that the skill we're gonna be building today is socks. Now, this might be a particularly good kit for me to get, because if you've watched some of my other live streams, you may have heard me say, I need to make some socks. I should probably make some socks. I've made some socks in the past, but I'm more of a lace shawl type knitter than a sock knitter, but my husband's recently gotten into some really patterned socks, and so I'd like to up my sock technique. So anyway, fun project bag. I haven't even gotten to well, let's see if we can, all right, maybe before I look at the tools, let's see what else is in here. So we've got some, I'm assuming this is just packing paper. Packing paper, okay, let's see what else is in the box. There's some cards. There is, so it says handpicked by KnitPicks, show off all your new yarny goodness. There's a hashtag, and it has just some information like that. And here it says, welcome. Our subscription boxes are handpicked every month, featuring the finest KnitPicks yarn, books, patterns, tools, and accessories. Each box includes approximately $60 worth of KnitPicks merchandise. And so then there's the Skill Builder one, and this is the Skill Builder set. And the little blurb they have is, you've conquered the knit and purl stitch and learned to knit in the round. Now it's time to expand your skills. Each month will feature a new skill for the confident beginner to conquer. And will include at least 100 grams of yarn, a book or pattern, and the tools to complete your project. All right, so the August 2018. Discover the addictive world of sock knitting. Start with our Socks for Everybody book, packed with meticulous tutorials and directions intended for the sock beginner. Included instructions for both toe-up and toe-down socks. Start your sock knitting adventures today. All right, and so this is gonna, okay. So this is cool. All right, so then it says what's in the box, and then on the other side, it says what the contents are, and we'll get to that more in a second. Then it says the skills that we'll learn, which are toe-up socks, toe-down socks, Judy's Magic Loop cast-on, and Magic Loop. And then they even at the bottom have links to some tutorials on their websites for Magic Loop, Judy's Magic Cast-On, and the Kitchener Stitch, which is handy that there's just tutorials just right there on the card, so you can go and find the video. Whoa. Oh, it's a full-on book. Oh, it is a legit book. Okay, and in the book on the back, it says it's got a $19.99 value. So this is Socks for Everybody. And so this isn't just one pattern. This is multiple patterns. And looks like everything from like simple stitch patterns to different kind of striping patterns. Oh, that's cool. So, I like this one. Look at that zigzag pattern. Okay, this is actually really nice. So the yarn, basically with the 200 grams of yarn, you could absolutely make 2 pairs of socks, but you could make just about anything in this book, and you could pick the one that suited you the best. It's hard for me to give a book review on the fly. Maybe when I talk about this on my blog, I'll go through the book a little bit. But it looks like there's some good step-by-step color photos for wrap and turn, working wraps, afterthought heels. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's even like a nice little note section. So you could write down like the shoe size and foots and stuff. Oh, there's a sock size chart too. Okay, that's useful. That's cool. Okay. Oh yeah, lots of color picture. Oh my. Okay, so the first half of the book looks like it's patterns. But the second half is basically all tutorials. And look, they give examples of different kinds of heel and different toes. Okay, I'm gonna stop going through the book, but this actually looks like a decent, this is really nice, like a nice inclusion in here. All right, now let's get to the tools. Oh yay, I love these. Okay, there is a tape measure, which I guess for making socks, you probably want to measure your foot or whomever's foot you're going to be dealing with. I have 2 of these, and I don't mind having a third because I keep them everywhere. Now I have a third one to stash. Ooh, locking stitch markers. I don't know if I may not have these. I might have them, but I might not. I use their flexible stitch markers a lot, but locking stitch markers actually would be very handy. I've got some of the ones with one point on the end, and then I always worry about them falling off, but so locking ones are going to be a nice addition to my kit. Ooh. Okay. It's a pin. Okay, if you've followed me for a while, I love it when they have like a free pin thing. And I'm surprised. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't have. It's a Department of Toasty Toes pin. I don't think it's in focus. I think the camera is focusing on my face. But it's basically the same as this project bag. And it's just super, super cute. All right, I'm kind of a sucker for little pins. Oh, I never thought about using a locking stitch marker. If you drop a stitch, you could just kind of hold it in place for a minute. Okay, now let's get to the meat of this. We've got some 32-inch size 2 circular needles. And I have to say, I do not have any in this size. I recently, because I was thinking about making socks, I got some circular needles in, I think, size 0 in preparation, but they actually gave me some needles that I do not have in my stash. So I am really amazed because I have a lot of fixed in the smaller sizes and I have the interchangeable set, but this is awesome. And it looks like, is this the Sunstruck? Yes, it's the Sunstruck, which is the bleached type wood. Pretty. I love their wooden needles. I tend to get the multicolored ones, which actually, and so here are some size 2 5-inch double pointed needles. And I don't think I have any wooden double pointed needles. So I have to say, I'm feeling a lot more impressed. So this is 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of them. That's cool. But so I love these multicolored wooden needles, and this is nice. I don't think I've ever used short DPNs like this, but that would be super, super handy for the toes of socks or something. Yeah, so this really is everything you need to make 2 pairs of socks. We've got, and actually there's, they even have Okay, so we've got circular needles, double pointed needles, a measuring tape, stitch markers. We've even got the project bag, 200 grams of yarn, and you all know that stroll, I was wondering if my stool thing would work, that stroll is one of my favorites to dye. I love dyeing this, and so this is just really, really nice. And actually, if you are dyeing some of your own stroll, the solid navy would pair very well with so many different wild variegated colors. And this blue tweed is actually a really nice neutral as well. And oh, they're really, really pretty. Sorry. They're really pretty. So yeah, that's enough to make 2 pairs of socks. And so whether you're a beginner and so you've never made socks before, now you're equipped to do it with the book. But let's see, there's one other thing in here, and it's this little packet. So this is called Go Your Own Way Socks. Okay, so the book is Socks for Everybody, and Go Your Own Way Socks looks like there's 2 patterns. So there's 5 foot measurements. But what's funny is that the yarn that they use the hawthorn yarn. That's okay, but these use it's with a different yarn base in the pattern itself, not the ones that came in the kit, but it's the same needle size. And yeah, there's instructions for the toe-up socks, and there's top-down socks as well. And yeah, that's actually really, really nice. So in color, printed out. So if you're overwhelmed by the book, there's something just more simple right here. And so, wow, this is a really nice kit. And I think that this is something that could make a really, really nice gift for someone. If you have a friend or sibling or child or mother or father or anybody who's just learning how to knit, and maybe they want to learn some other techniques. It looks like from the website that they mentioned that some other things that might come up might be lace work or shawls or brioche. And so I have no idea, if it looks like that this is the August, that they just sent me the August 2018 kit. And I know they're curated, so I don't know if they'd cycle back through or how this would work, because it'd be a shame for someone to miss out on socks at some point. But I wonder if there's a recommended length of time that they would recommend someone be part of the Skill Builder package before moving on to a different one. Oh, and there's also a video on the KnitPicks channel. Thank you for that comment with the Go Your Own Way socks. That's really, really cool. Yeah, so I'm not sure how, certainly they seem to recommend either signing up for the monthly package or you can prepay for 3 months. And I think that if you're going to give this as a gift, the prepaying for 3 months would be a really good option. And so the 3-month sort of package is, okay, I just had it, is $129. So it's a $15 savings from the $48 a month. Now, if I had the list in advance, then I would have gone and looked up what the prices were to add it up. But they say that each box has at least a $60 value. And I would say this is a beautiful, beautiful curated, make your own first socks kit. Because versus something that might not come with the tools, if someone's learning, then they might have to run out and find the needles or the kind of stitch markers, and that could be harder to do. And so just as hey, here's a complete kit and here's some project suggestions, but we're actually going to give you a lot of suggestions. So then maybe you can find the one that works right for you. that's actually really, really nice. And I think that this could be a great treat yourself gift or great gift for someone else. I would imagine, and this is purely conjecture, but let me see what it says about the two other subscription kits. So the sock yarn subscription box. Not just for sock knitters, this box is for anyone who loves to knit with sock yarn. Each month you'll receive at least 100 grams of sock yarn, one sock pattern, and one accessory pattern, plus an assortment of KnitPicks needles, tools, and or other goodies. So it looks like in that kit you'll get the sock yarn, you might get, I am expecting that the needles and stuff would be related to the patterns, but it's cool that they give both a sock knitting pattern and an accessory knitting pattern. Because, as I said at the beginning, I'm much more of a shawl lace knitter than a sock knitter. And, well, the main reason is that I don't usually wear socks myself. So if I'm going to be making socks, it'll be for other people. But I like wearing scarves and shawls and stuff, shawlettes and like around my neck. So it's nice that and I love using fingering weight yarn. So it's nice that that encompasses like all the people that enjoy fingering weight yarn. And so then the fan favorite subscription service is discover the latest and greatest KnitPicks yarn, needles, tools, and other fun surprises in this box. Whether you're a KnitPicks super fan or you've just discovered us, you'll love receiving brand new items and bestsellers every month. That one seems interesting. I wonder, so I have no idea. Again, I have no information. So I wonder if that would include some like of the newest yarn lines and things like that. Because, yeah, I think one reason why I was a little hesitant when I first heard about the subscription service was that it wasn't just yarn, that it was tools. And I have a huge arsenal of KnitPicks tools. And it turns out I did get tools in here in the skill builder box that I didn't have. And I have a lot. A lot of just not knitting stuff, but a lot of KnitPicks specific things. And so it's really exciting that there was something that I didn't have and something that would actually supplement my collection of needles and tools really, really nicely. I think it would be really, really cool if they did a box that had like a brand new colorway. So maybe the first person to get a new colorway or a yarn base or something completely brand new would be in one of these subscription boxes. I have no idea if they have plans to do that. It might be something that I might suggest to them. But the reason why I think that could be cool is, in addition to tools, I have an impressive stash of KnitPicks yarn upstairs. Not just this their yarn that I've dyed. I've been like commercially dyed their yarns that are in my personal collection. And so, yeah, I think that it would be, for someone who is a long time fan and customer, it would be really cool to have a curated box with stuff that is just brand new, sort of like, here's like not a teaser, but like, hey, let's show you like the thing we're most excited about for this month. And so that could be really, really fun. I know that, I think that I might recommend, they do have some learn to knit kits on their website. And I think that they might still under like the kits and stuff. And, if you're wanting a particular skill, one of those might be sort of a handy thing to get. But if you want to expand your skill set and you're not quite sure what you might like or what direction you might want to go in, then the skill builder set could be a really, really good fit, because you're not having to go out and pick what you're working on yet. It sort of arrives to you. So I think that could be really, really nice. But yeah, and the project bag, you could take it on the go. I don't have a lot of project bags. This is cool. But yeah, so I'd love to hear about what you would most like to see in a KnitPicks subscription box. And I will pass that along to them. Yeah, it would be cool to have subscriptions catered for beginners and also experienced customers. Absolutely. It would be really nice to see something that works a little bit for everyone. And I mean, I'm an experienced knitter. I don't know if I'm like the most advanced, but I consider myself fairly advanced. And I am still really pleased with what is in here. I might not be the ideal customer for the skill builder because I'm more advanced with my skills already, but this box for right now actually happens to be fairly perfect for me. Mm-hmm. And so I also wonder if they might, like, so say they have this sock skill builder month, and there's so many different skills, so you could see them going months and months in advance. But it would also be kind of cool if someone could then go back and purchase the sock builder kit, like after the fact. I could see someone wanting to go and do that because it's like, man, I really want to learn how to make socks. Hey, this is a great kit for that. Yeah, the brioche. What else? They mentioned something else on there. Because they said 1 month it's shawls, another month brioche or socks or lace or, well, you get the idea. Yeah, there's just so many, they could do a color work box. They could do mittens. I love making mittens. And they have some good mitten patterns on their website. And so there's a lot that they could do. And I know that whenever they come out with a new yarn line, I'm always really, really curious and excited to see about that. But I know that they curate the boxes so that way month to month I think you could be a subscriber for hopefully a while without getting a repeat in your tools. But the concern that I would have with some of the other boxes is that I might start getting a lot of stuff that I already have. And so I think if you are looking to build up your arsenal of tools and maybe you don't have a lot yet, or you're wanting to go from if you're wanting to upgrade some of your knitting needles, then this could be a nice way to like do it in sort of a just a nice little fashion. But I'm pretty pleased. So did I catch everything that was in here? So there was the 2 skeins of Stroll sock yarn, the 2 skeins of Stroll tweed, Socks for Everybody book, Go Out Your Own Way socks pattern, the 5-inch double pointed needles, the 32-inch fixed circular, the pin, the retractable tape measure, the stitch markers, and they didn't even mention the bag on the box contents. Unless I'm missing something as I'm reading. They did not even mention the bag. So that's just a bit of fun. And I know, like, there's stuff on the inside of the box. Let's look at that. Yeah, I think that this makes a really, really good gift. I just read that the best of box says that it has fan favorites and bestsellers and new things. But my concern personally is if I'm someone that has a lot of the fan favorites already, then that's one of the concerns that I would have. But this feels, having made a lot of like $50 purchases with KnitPicks over the years and seeing what comes in a box, this actually feels like a decent, I haven't done the math yet, but it feels like a decent value. Okay, let's look at the inside of the box. Okay, on this side it says, quote, I like to party, parentheses, and by party I mean stay home and craft. And then the other side says, quote, I have enough yarn, said no crafter ever. Which is true. I am like in the process of working out a new storage plan to store more yarn. So, but yeah, and even I think with this, even if it's a skill that maybe you're less interested in that month, I mean, like I like using straw for shawls and stuff, but I am excited by these books. I'm actually really excited to look at with the Go Your Own Way side by side, the toe up versus top down. Technically, I've done both over the years, but I think I used worsted weight yarn for a pair of socks, and then DK. Have I just done? Maybe I've done 3 pairs of socks. I've made a lot of Christmas stockings, which are sort of a sock. Your stash has exceeded your life expectancy. Yeah, I think mine has too. And I'm only 34. But yeah, the paper and the printing is really nice. All right, there's one other thing I want to do tonight, and that is I have another KnitPicks box. So this one, again, and I'll drop the link back into the chat so you can go see if I can find it. Whoops. That was not the link. Okay, drop the link in the chat. That's my affiliate link. Again, KnitPicks sent me this box. I reached when they did the subscriptions. I reached out and said, "Hey, I'm an affiliate and I do unboxings. And would you like to send me one so that way I could see what's inside and share it with my viewers?" And I was very happy that they decided to send me one. But I also have an order here, just an order that I placed, and the post office sort of mangled it. But I figured that while I have you, I would do this little unboxing, sort of like a bonus. All right. Ooh. Okay, here's my packing slip. Okay. All right, so what I've got here. All right. Ooh. So some of this are for some other projects. I've got some Brava Bulky. And this is in the color Denim. Oh, which is funny. Actually, I sort of want to compare this to this is very close to the denim color that I got from Dyeing with Indigo. Maybe I'll have to go compare that in a second. Red, and then I think this is just white. Yeah, white Brava Bulky. And then, ooh, this is some Chroma Twist Bulky in the colorway Weather Vane, which is actually it pairs well with a denim blue. Not that the Brava Bulky would be used with the Chroma Bulky, but there's like all these hues of sort of like a marine blue, the denim blue, some paler tones, and it's great. I love Chroma Twist. I believe there's a bare version. I'm bummed that they got rid of the fingering version because I really liked that, and it dyed up beautifully, absolutely beautifully. But this is just some fun stuff. But then the thing that might interest you a lot is I've got 1 10-pack, 2 10-packs. Any guesses of what these could be? Hint, I have not ordered this in bulk before, and you might actually be able to see it. I got a 20-pack of Felici. I decided, I've been kind of wanting it for a while, and I decided to go ahead and get it now because Felici is spun, I think, in Italy. Actually, I can look and double check that. Yes, the Felici is manufactured in Italy, and I think that about twice a year is when they get the new skeins of Felici. And so Their dyed version is a self-striping yarn, but then they have the bare yarn as well. And so it is very, very similar to Stroll. So both of them are 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. The main difference, I think, is where they're manufactured. I mean, I suppose the wool sourcings could be a little different as well, but the customer service said that it's the same fiber content. But the main difference is that the Felici is a bit more dense. It has a higher twist to it. They're both 4-ply. They're both fingering weight. It's a little bit higher twist. And so you're not going to be able to see if I hold that up. It's a bit denser. Whereas the Stroll is a little bit loftier. So you have a little more yardage. For example, Stroll is 462 yards per 100 grams. I dye a lot of it, so therefore that's one stat that I know fairly well. Whereas the Felici is 436 yards. So not a ton less, but enough to be a little different. And so I thought it would be fun to play with, but I wanted to make sure I got it before it went out of stock. Because whenever I've thought about, I should pick up some Felici, it's out of stock for a while. So I actually didn't check before doing this to see if it is still in stock, but I think that it's cool. I mean, they should do a bare yarn subscription service. That would be cool. I'd like that with, it would be hard for them to include the dyes and stuff, but I don't know. I think it's nice to have, there's a lot of different kinds of subscription services out there, and I think that there's a lot of subscription services that fit different types of knitters, different types of, fiber crafters, and everything like that. It does look like their boxes are geared towards knitters versus crocheters, but I like that everything you need is in the box, from the stitch markers to the yarn and the needles. So they really did think of everything. And, scissors. I think you need your own scissors. And you know what? I do not fault them for that. Because I think just about anyone would have some kind of scissors or cutting implement in their home. But yeah, just to sort of go through again the tools that we got. So we got two, fun extras. And those would be the little pin, which I love. I collect these. And the project guide is actually like a tool. So this has, a purpose, and you could tote around your sock project. We've got both the fixed circular and the double pointed needles in size 2 for making some socks. The locking stitch markers, the tape measure, which I love this one. I always lose them, and so I like having multiple. There is a whole book, and I think this is the only thing with a price on it, but this is full price would be $19.99. And this is socks for everybody, and it looks like that there's just a lot of, I think it's a really good jumping off point sock book. So if you're starting off, it's like, here's some examples of some different kinds of striping patterns and some other textures that you can do. And just flipping through, there's pictures of techniques. There are, all of the things in here feature Stroll. So the yarn that we had in here. I like that there's a sock size chart. I think that is pretty awesome. It looks like, you can see all these different types of cuffs. This is cool. It's sort of like maybe it's like a choose your own adventure kind of sock. That's cool. I'll have to take a closer look at the book. All right, there's Go Your Own Way socks. You can tell that since I keep looking at it, that I'm really interested in the book. The Go Your Own Way socks, which are a simple stockinette sock that you can do either toe up or top down. And I would love to hear which one you prefer. I've done, I think, one of each in my career. We've got a handy little card that says what's in here, the skills that you'll learn in this box, which would be toe up socks, top down socks, Judy's magic loop cast on, and magic loop in general. And then again, there's links to some tutorials. But if you want some video tutorials, there's also some on this YouTube channel. I have some knitting tutorials as well. But theirs are also really good. I've gone to KnitPicks for tutorials myself in the past. There's a little welcome card that tells you a little bit about the subscription boxes just in general. And then the important thing is the yarn. So there's 2 50-gram skeins of the Stroll Green and Navy and 2 in North Pole Heather, which is part of Stroll Tweed. Yeah, and I think that it's really cool. I don't think that this is a box that you would do just for the yarn, because I think overall a lot of the meat of the kit is everything you need to learn that skill and to go forth with that. So what I don't know is if maybe fan favorites I don't have no idea if one of them would include more yarn or less, but it seems like this is not just, it's like a project subscription service versus a yarn subscription service, if that makes sense. That's sort of like my gut of all this. Even if they had a bare yarn subscription or suggestions for homemade dyes such as beets or purple cabbage or avocado. Yeah. I think that, or like a color inspiration with some ideas. There's cool things that could be done with that, especially they recently expanded their bare yarn line and they have so many different options. It could be a fun little thing that they could do. It'd be interesting to know what micron the merino started off as. The Italian one might be higher quality. Yeah, I've heard some people say that Felici is higher quality. There's one point I called KnitPicks Customer Service to ask the difference. And they told me that they're the same, the difference is the twist and where they're spun. So therefore, I don't know for sure. There is a price difference. I think Felici is more expensive, so it could stand to reason that it is a higher quality merino, or it could just be based on the cost of the manufacturing and I know that they make the self-striping yarn, and so the cost of that is like higher than the cost of making just other types of dyed yarns. So I'm not sure, but yeah, one thing I would think that would be I totally want to do 2 at a time socks. I absolutely suffer from second mitten syndrome. I love making color work, Scandinavian mittens and stuff, and so I know not at the moment, but I would have like mittens without like the thumb or not wanting to finish the fingers. So at least socks, there's not fingers to knit, which are not my favorite part, but I love mittens. It would be really cool because you know how they have the new sock lab? It would be really, really cool if the subscription service included one of the brand new limited edition colorways from their sock lab, where they're doing experimental dyeing techniques and stuff. Because I think that if there was something like that, then it would, which I have no idea if it does or not. If you've got one of the other boxes, I'd love to hear what was in your box for either August or September. But yeah, you've just, as soon as they announced this, I was like, ooh, what would I like to see in the box? What would make me intrigued and want to buy it? I know. I have a lot of yarn, and honestly, I love their bare yarn bases. I love their needles. I love their tools. So I think this is a lot of fun. I really do. And I think if someone reaches out to me and says that they want to go beyond scarves and hats, I might recommend this. I think that, there's enough in here without even, whoops, sorry, that's a bell. There's enough in here that someone could sit down, curl up, go someplace without internet and get started. And there's something pretty nice about that, actually. So I would love to hear what you think. If you think that this is something that would be a good fit for you, or or feedback. What would you like to see in the subscription box? Again, this is the Skill Builder subscription box, and there's also the sock yarn, and then the fan favorites. And so, yeah, I did not ask for all three. I asked for one of, and actually, I think if they were going to send me a box, I'm glad that they sent me this one, because I think that the Skill Builder is the box that would make the best gift without knowing what else is in the other boxes or what they're going to be like. I think the Skill Builder is one of the best gift potentials, because I could have seen around when I started ChemKnits, was around when I was starting to challenge myself with skills. Oh, they could do a cables box. Ooh. I started looking for, I'm like, okay, I need some good projects. I want to learn how to do cables, or I want to learn how to do this. And when I was starting off and trying to challenge myself and learn these new skills, I would have loved to have something like this show up every month to challenge me or to dive into. And I mean, you can see each time I pick up the book, I'm wanting to, oh, my pin's up there. Each time I pick up the book, I'm wanting to start flipping through it. So, man, I haven't gone through a new knitting book in a while. I used to go to the library and check out knitting books and then flip through and review them on my blog, just for fun, and so that way to keep track of patterns I liked, and I'd add the patterns I liked to my Ravelry favorites list, and that was fun. So it's been a while since I flipped through a physical book, but it smells nice too. I don't know. I like books. And I don't think I have any sock books. So yeah, I'm happy. This was actually, for someone that, considers himself able to tackle an advanced pattern, this is a good fit for me, because I've been saying, you guys know, I've been saying I need to start trying to knit some socks. I should start trying to do socks. And what do you think? Did I just get a really, really big nudge? But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. When it's daylight, I'll take some nice little pictures of everything in here. But this is just delightful and cute. And yeah, I think that if you have someone on your list, or if you are starting off yourself, this could be a really good thing to put on your wish list for the holidays. So anyway, I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing and chat. I know that, and then bonus unboxing, because I had that other package to open. I had a blast, and I hope that you did too. So feel free to leave any questions and comments here on the video. I typically respond, and I'm happy to also reach out and ask KnitPicks some questions and whatnot. You can find the link to all the Skill Builder kits in the chat. It's also in the video description. It's not in the iCard because I can't add affiliate links there. So you can find it in the video description, in the chat, in the comments. And if I have tempted you, then you should really go check it out. But anyway, I've said this already, but I'm Rebecca from ChemKnits, and I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Good night, everyone.